All right, so here we go. Let's get it going. Here's the deck list. Um, well, this does only have two sagas, which I think is fine. All right, let's just rock it and see how it goes. Jump into a league. All right. So basically, all your typical Stax cards, with a little white splash, for Armageddon and Ravages of War, with a third one in the sideboard and two Mages of the Tabernacle. Um, that's essentially our game plan. Is to, yeah, turn one, use one of our, you know, 10 ways to get it on, get a sphere down turn one or a chalice. This list is running a Metamorph, which I've added, because it just seems like I always want more Tanglewire, so that gives me an option to run more Tanglewire. So I want to see how I want to see how try it, just goes. We'll give it a shot. Hopefully we're on the play, and it's versus a combo deck that can't beat a sphere. Yeah. What's up, Fox? How are you doing? Yeah, I haven't played a Cascade deck in a while. It just seems like this seems so underwhelming recently. When I first started playing Magic, like Bloodbraid and the Shardless and the Ancestral was like a play that mattered. So things have certainly changed. It's crazy like I uh I run 29 lands, well 27 that make mana, and I get two landers all day. Um, RNG specialist. This person plays like Rug or something, I think, from what I remember last time. Um, oh, is this thing on? Yeah, it's there. Okay, good. Yeah, last scene playing this. Let's see what they played. Oh, they were playing. Okay. Well, we're on the draw, so this chalice is probably weak and sphere. Like, yeah, I'm gonna maul. There we go. This is a nice one. Tabernacle's great if they're on like a construct dump their hand plan. So we're gonna keep this and just bottom one of the tangle wires. It seems to be like a pretty straightforward line. And if they are still playing something like this, yeah, okay. Hopefully they're. We're gonna keep bottom done. Let's see what they're on. Nope, switched. This is our friend Ragavan. Fucking hate that card. No trap. Oh, miracle! This matchup is so good for us. Oh man, this matchup is so good for us. Uh, I'm really tilted now about what to do here. I think it's actually Wasteland Pass. Yeah, I'm just gonna Wasteland Pass. This is a tough one. The only like Sylvan Library is the only thing that would like really tilt me. All right, yeah, it's fine. Sphere is great. It's like Crucible Worlds out. They probably let it go and then Tef bounce it, is what I'm gonna guess. Like the deck plays itself, so. Oh no, Tef just Ura? Oh, that's super good for us. Yeah, it's super good. We get to go. Not drawing again. This is a, we have 27, 26 lands that make mana in our deck. We're later 50% and just whiffing. Let's get a Sphere of Resistance into play. See if they have the force for this. We'd be in a much better position if this was like Ancient Tomb, or if we drew Mox Diamond. Or, a lot of things could have happened that would have made this a little better for us. They're threatening Uro next turn. Yeah, we just replay it. Sure. We're in big trouble if they have like land Teferi here to bounce Crucible, but it is what it is type of thing. Like Tangle Wire next turn is going to be really good. Oh, is it Prismatic? Yeah, Prismatic End on this is devastating also. It's pretty unlucky. Just whiffing on again. We just need to draw lands. If we just draw lands, our deck is like it's such a good matchup. It's crazy. I mean, it's supposed to hold Tabernacle for a Mox Diamond, you could say, but again, like we drew 3 lands and 9 cards when our deck's half lands, and 10 cards actually. We're on 61. But yeah, I should have held that for like the 2 of Mox Diamond because I'm definitely gonna top deck it now. Yeah, we have what? Yeah, 29 lands, 2 Tabernacles, so you take that out. Yeah, 27 that are great. So we're definitely wasting here. Ooh. Do we not want to waste since we drew the Caracas? I think we still waste because they can go like, they can play a lot of things that'll irritate us. So let's just do that. It's not often we can interact with their mana, so I think we have a chance to hit a duel. We should. And again, we just have to hit our, so we've used 3 of our 27 lands, so we have 24 outs for mana. So let's just try to hit those 24 outs. Like Soul Land, so we can get a Chalice on one down would be super nice. This basic Plains is like looking pretty good for us, actually. The fact that we hit the Caracas is also huge, which is, the only thing that'll save us from this era. So we tagged, what, a Tundra and a Trop, so they should have like a Savannah and another Trop left if they want. And Ponder, yep. As Xeroxy as they come. So let's hit lands. Alright. How about a Soul Land? Yeah, this game I feel would have been like basically over if they didn't have the prismatic ending. This card makes this deck a little iffy. Yeah, Jace is the only card that mattered, so that's kind of frustrating. That's why I was wastelanding more aggressively. Like Teferi doesn't do anything, Urza's are on lock, Jace is the only card. So Urza's Saga would be a nice draw. Soul Land. So I'll land. So I guess we just Chalice on 1 here. Because I don't want to sphere myself, so. I faced the face Bant twice with this list and won both times. So let's just see. We got a duel again. Brainstorming again. Yeah, like our big thing though. So the bad news is they haven't used any forces, so they probably have 7 forces in their deck, and they're going to be able to hard cast them. So we need to demonstrate like so many threats in a row. This is arrow, or just so I'm not very sure. That's fine. Smokestack, something else that's uncastable. Excellent. Love it when we hit those 4 mana spells instead of lands that we have 23 of. Sure. Really brainstorming the night away. Would love to start making them do things. Tangle Wire would be nice. They have to tap 4 lands, and we have a sphere, so that really sets them back. Why do they keep doing that? Like running it into blast zone. Alright. Let's make them tap 4 of their lands on their turn. Blast zone is an answer to Jace, which is not insignificant. And because they tap mana on one CMC things, they have to like pitch something, which is nice. They have to pay 1 life, which is relevant since they're at 12. They can't, but yeah, pay for 3 more cards. That's good. So they pay 4. Are they still brainstorming? Or are they gonna start face healing? Yeah, they're face on themselves. Sure, they need a top card. Oh, Ice Coatl. Oh, we do have Ballista too. So we have a couple. We have a couple ways to interact. Another Ice sure. Alright, planes. Now the question is, what do we want to do here? Definitely have to play a threat. I think we start with. Now that's a question. We could play. We could play Karn. They use the force pitching this, so the odds are they're like, what do I want to get forced? The ballista actually seems like could be pretty good. Smokestack might take too long, though I can get rid of like flagstones and this. Um, Karn is obviously just really good. Damn, this is a tough one. We're definitely not doing this, but it's either smoke. We have 3 different lines. Um, excuse me. Ballista on 2. Boom, boom. Ballista on 2 slows me down if it's not countering. So maybe we just. But if they have force negation, I'm gonna play smokestack. I think. All right, it's in there. Because this goes, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this will hit quick. Next turn I might actually. The only thing is we have a conflict of the blast zone on 4 with smokestack, but we can always, see how it plays itself out. They fail to find a card. Sure. Now they're brainstorming. Okay, that's good for me. When they're brainstorming and not face healing. All right. Let's this damn endurance card though. It's gonna let them like recycle everything. It's kind of irritating. Always remember to stack it. Click on soot, so you do that last. Huh. Another smokestack is interesting. Mm, maybe we play Ballista here. Let's see what happens with this. Wow, alright. That's super good. See if they have the endurance. They don't yet, so that's nice. They should have sacked the fetch, I think, because they can't. There's no islands or plains left to get. So they have used 10 minutes of clock, which is not nothing. Sure, you can't get anything. You can. So you failed last time, and then got it now. That's interesting. Unless they were just playing hastily. They're digging for something. I'm trying to think what it could be. It has to be just endurance, I guess. Pretty, pretty interesting game. Considering I missed like 4 land drops at the beginning. It's nice. We'll get to sack flagstones for free, basically. Um, we can also just sack Tabernacle, and then we won't have to pay the one. So that's solid. They can't. Yeah. This might just be a good enough way to win. So make sure all our yields are off. What do we want to do first? I think we want to get rid of. Well, Soot Counter we're gonna do last for sure, and then it just is a matter of if. Yeah, I guess we could just do this, and then we can decide what we want to sack. No, because it had it already, so no matter what I have to pay, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so we just float. Okay. Get rid of this. Yes. Go to planes. Okay. Yes. Use the one floating. Yes. Take it up to 2 soot counters. Another card. Awkward that we can't cast anything right now. But honestly, we just pass, I think. We can pass and just pump the ballista. Like, they are at 6 life, so. Like, sacking 2 permanents is like a real thing, so. Yeah, now this turn, we'll get rid of Tabernacle and probably just the plains, I'm thinking. Probably the sphere. I'm gonna get rid of the sphere actually. Yeah, we'll get rid of Tabernacle Sphere. It'll like they have infinite mana already anyway. So that'll put us in a good position. Really need to hit like some more flagstones, a Crucible of Worlds. Um, we'll get the resolve. We'll get the cast Karn next turn, which is nice. So they got rid of an island. Okay, 8 cards in hand. Hit a Terminus. The question is, what do we want to do with this ballista? Um, what do we want to do with this ballista? We can pump it to 3 and then do some damage. We can also click. We can take Blast Zone up to 2. Like just ping Jace once. Ping Jace once doesn't do anything. We can just ping Jace twice, I guess. Alright, let's definitely do it once. And then we can decide if we want to pump and do it again. So that Ballista goes back into our deck. Is it real critical that Ballista's in our deck? Probably not. So we can actually pump this. So we can just tag the Jace now. So it takes an extra turn to ult and then take a Blast Zone, which is probably the safest line. We lose our one Ballista, but I don't think it's the end of the world with the smokestack we have going. So, man, this is tough. Oh yeah, I have to make him cast it first. Let me do that. Okay, now we can make the right decisions. Could put them to 4. They can always bring back Uro, just to gain life. So I don't think going after them makes much sense. I have an Inventor's Fair in the deck that would help me get Ballista again, so I think it's worth it. So I'm gonna put a counter, and then just ping the Jace one more time. And then say okay. It's tough. That's a tight one. They're probably looking for other prismatic endings, I'm guessing. Luckily, they can't get to 4. Doesn't look like they're not running the enchantment that makes extra colors. Yeah, so we get rid of Sphere and Tabernacle here. And then we can play like Karn. We can actually play Karn, tick up on Smokestack, and like attack Jace, which is pretty cool. Karn gives us a couple options. I mean, they've only used one force, so our real game plan might just be to time them out. Bring in Thought-Knot Seers. Let's see what if they're gonna brainstorm again, or if they're gonna. Wow, still brainstorming. Have to just be looking for endurance, I guess. I'm not sure. But this, I mean, so this has to go to what, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 ult. So that gives us 6 turns to answer this, which is good. The question is, do we want to take it up to 3, the smokestack? And I don't think we do. I think I'm going to leave it at 2. Like, them losing 2 lands will become, is a big deal. Oh, and our set. Sure. Sure. And a brainstorm, yeah, that's fine. Because what else can I do here? We're definitely stacking it like that. We definitely get rid of Tabernacle. And I think yes here. Okay. The fact that they're putting more permanents into play is pretty irritating. No. Wow. Should have left Caracas up, but is what it is. God, Crucible. What I would do for Crucible Worlds? So they use the Force. That means they have at least 3 Force of Wills and 1 Force Negation at a minimum. I have to get rid of a Plains. They are at 11 minutes. So post board, I have a feeling they'll bring in Tabernacles. mentor and stuff. So I'm leaving Tabernacles. I'm gonna bring in Mages of the Tabernacle, bring in Thought Not Seers, and just try to draw the game out as long as possible. Um, yeah, it's gonna be the strategy here. Because now I have to sack 2 permanents. I might get rid of the smokestack here. Just because they have like free fodder. Like they're somehow drawing more permanents than I am when the list is like literally all permanents. Um, just we're missing the mana missing is brutal. Like really difficult to dump this hand. Alright, so now they're going in Fate Seal mode. Let's see what they do with this. Yeah, they play this on the sure. So they left this on top. Because what can I get rid of here? Because they're going to get rid of Sylvan Library Narset and keep 6 mana. Which is a real kick in the teeth. So, yeah, they're going to play Uro. Like, actually not, like, leaving this up was a big deal. And Uro's going to make it easy. I'm definitely going to Smokestack. So we'll go to Smokestack Plains. Then we'll Caracas, we just Caracas that, and then I could get rid of Chalice on one. Right? Like, I don't have creatures. I don't care about cantrips right now because they're already seeing a million cards a turn. So yeah, I'm actually going to sack these 2 and keep all my lands. Yeah. It's also kind of crazy. I'm like drawing like I have what 5 planes in the deck, and I'm just drawing planes and nothing else. It is kind of bizarre. So we're just gonna go there. We're gonna go here. The question is, do I want to tick this up to 4, or play a Karn that he could force? I think I'm just gonna tick this up to 4. Yeah, because it's gonna take me a couple turns to get there. We're playing for time more than actually winning, so. Love this chess clock. The opponent's in an awkward spot because they can they definitely have right they can win like they could definitely win, but it's like at what cost? Urza Saga would have been such a good draw at any point. I do have a Pithing Needle in the deck, so yep, we're just gonna get this bad boy up to 4. Oh, do they have an instant speed way to interact with my land, or just playing endurance? Yeah, they have endurance, obviously. Lodestone Golem. Just try to make things a little more difficult for them. And they messed up. They can't play endurance anymore, which is kind of funny. All right. All right, they put one on the bottom. It bodes well for us. What, they plowed that? Sure. Oh my god. Playing Era? Sure. Sure. 7 minutes left. Man, what a game one. What a game one. Huh, that's a card with text, so that's nice. What if we didn't let you have that? Retrofitter is actually like such a good card here. Forcing it again, sure. I'll be right back. I'm yielding anyway. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, we're just gonna take this up. Go to 4 counters on our nice little blast zone here. Cool. Alright. Inventor's Fair, where were you? So here, yeah, just pass. There's the endurance, sure. Okay. So I'm gonna blow up Jace. I do I want to blow up Jace? The thing is, I don't have to. I mean, he's gonna now they're just gonna start brainstorming every turn, I guess, because they have a clock in play. So let's just blow this up now. You got a Yavimaya, huh? Interesting. Running Yavimaya in the control deck. I do love Tanglewire. The thing is, Tanglewire just like wins on time, so yeah, sure. All right, so they are at under 5 minutes in game one, so I will board in a way that stops all types of like attack like strategies. Um, and I drew planes. I drew all 5 planes instead of like anything else in the deck, which is kind of ironic. So we're just gonna go play a Karn. This person cast so many fucking Force Wills against me. Like, I don't know what number that is. But they are drawing so many. I'm going to hold the Armageddon because they don't know I'm running it. So there's no reason for them to find out and try to like maybe play around it, sandbagging lands. Them thinking about this is just so good for me. Oh, actually, now I'm gonna jam Armageddon because Smokestack could actually. No, I guess it wouldn't do anything either, and they don't realize it, so that's good. But putting soot counters on will make them take game actions, which is pretty great. So. I don't think that changes the clock, so that's fine. God. The second endurance, that makes it lethal. So they're going to have about 3 minutes left to win. Alright. So we just need to not lose in 3 minutes. Alright, so we bring in all the Thought-Knot Seers, the Ravages of War, Mages of the Tabernacle. And what do we want to cut? Cut Smokestack. Because I think if they win, it's going to be like, I don't think it's going to be that type of game. Armageddon or Ravages of War should sort of fill that role. Magus is just something that's going to be annoying. I can probably cut Karn. Honestly, like Karn's there to win. Like I could bring in Ensnaring Bridge. Like bring in another Crucible. What do I want to cut? Mm, what do we want to cut? Again, we're not trying to win. If we're not trying to win, Ballista could ping creatures or block even for a turn, which matters. Pithing Needle stops them from winning. Foundry, I guess, makes chump blockers, so it's probably worth it. We can cut Chalices, like if they're cantripping. It's real tough. We can get rid of Metamorph, I guess, because that's sort of just you need something in play for it to be good. I just want all our cards to be good. And we just gotta cut one more. Hmm. We try not having a Snaring Bridge. We had a lot of cards in our hand, so the odds that it goes online is probably pretty low. This is more for like Sneak and Show. Alright, let's try it. I'm not gonna bring in Thorn because I think they're gonna keep creature heavy hands. So, and again, like we really almost don't even care about back to basics. We'll try. Obviously, we'll play around it if we can, but all right. So we just got Urza Saga here into Sphere. Sphere is great since it slows down all their creatures. Oh, speaking of, and if they force this, we get Thought-Knot Seers and Lodestone Golems in, so it's really not that big of a deal. Like Force of Vigor, both of these. Moving to discard. Is it like I think this is Force of Vigor on both of these. Yeah, that's like the actual nut, right? And they had another force. Sure, sure. Force of Will, Force of Vigor. Harvest for a land. Oof. Like if they back to basics and hit both of us, yeah. All right. So they have a minute 40 to win. So just have to not lose in a minute 40. Yeah, they bring it back to basics, which I think is just doesn't make sense when you're so far behind on clock. Like I don't have to do anything. Like the only reason I won was because I wanted them to it was almost worth not attacking. Like honestly, and just F6ing. But if they get a point where they play Jace bounce this, I could somehow lose in like a turbo tick up like world. I'm gonna bring in Thorn, I think, because they are on back to basics for whatever reason, which didn't make which is fine. Um, on the draw, I could cut a Chalice for a Thorn. Oh, they forced Chalice on one. Chalice on one maybe is still worth it. I like the Armageddons because they're just take away all their resources. Like we both of their resources, you would have to win in a minute. So, um, kind of Crucible Worlds, I guess. That's more for grinding. I actually bring in the other Ballista for Crucible Worlds, something like that. Let's try it. Let's see if we can eke it out. They have 90 seconds. Let's hope we don't lose in 90 seconds. Oh my god, what an awkward hand. Have to keep it though. They're mulling to 5, which is pretty great. I could have done Mox Diamond, pitch City, play Wasteland and Chalice on one, but I was my mind was sort of shot. I'm gonna have to force there. Pitching back to basics, like I said, you have a minute. Like, what is back to basics doing? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Clock wins are wins. They count all the same. Boop. This can't be right. Look at this. Game 1, 11 minutes. Game 2, 12 minutes. Game 3, 12 minutes. Moto is such a quality fucking program. My opponent used over 20 minutes of their clock this game. Like, it still says that. That's great. Alright. How are we doing? Do. Alright, 1-0. 1-0. Feeling strong. Yeah, you definitely have to change the way you sideboard in those types of decks if you're that low on clock. Just bring in like meddling mages and containment priests and like any creature you have to end the game. Sup, Matt? What's going on? Facing mental misstep. Let's see what we could do. Yeah, trying to. I don't know how long this stream will be. I mean, that first match took like 50 minutes. So that's the one thing about Stax is it's hard to get a whole league in. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I just moved, so that was nice. That's a lot of stuff, like But I am having a baby soon, so like this is blows my mind. In a 29 land deck, we draw one land in the opener. So brutal. I just stayed in state. I stayed in New Jersey, but just moved like a better house for more bedrooms, and bathrooms. So that's good. Man, this hand looks so good too. If I like, you swap on anything out with a land. Like, turn one sphere is just like my favorite fucking play. Oh yeah, NYC, nice. Mulligan. This is so crazy. I'll keep this, get rid of a metamorph, but it's like mind-boggling to just be missing lands in a almost 30 land deck. Oh, hopefully it's another Bant deck. Like the thing is, Bant's like I think a good matchup, especially game one, but fuck, does it take a long time? If it's Delver, we'll get rolled on real super duper quick. So that's good. Man, my opponent is taking their time. Really deciding the best possible line. I'm gonna get like oops all spelled. Just like dump their hand. Take a couple minutes. Cast Balustrade Spy or Undercity Informer. But yeah, I hope people just keep playing Ban Control because that matchup's pretty good. Just very time consuming. Haven't got to play this card in a long time. Phyrexian Shapeshifter. That's nice they edited. Jesus Christ. It's like Ragavan. Like, take 3 minutes to fetch. Alright. Delver, yeah, still terrible. Still terrible for us. And we draw a 4-drop instead of a land. That sounds about right. I'm really not sure. Am I supposed to play more lands? It can't be possible, right? Like 27 mana producing lands. Like, or even a non-mana producing one would be good here. It just blows my mind. Sure, of course, blind flip with a force of will. It's pretty SOP for Delver. They already have a daze in hand, so. No, once upon a time, that seems like so bad. Playing all these spheres and stuff to try to just like find a land. Like, I mean 27 is just like you're doing the math that you want to start your hand with like a minimum of 3 lands, right? Like that's the math, and like sometimes you'll get 4, but we're getting 1 and 2, which is just, oh man, pretty frustrating. Oh my god, this person is certainly enjoying their cantripping. All right, you can do a lot. But yeah, so this is the list. I went 3-2 earlier. I beat Bant, uh, Elves, and lost to Depths, which is probably a terrible matchup. And Ancient Tomb is kind of hot. So we know they have Force and they didn't shuffle. The question is, do we want to play into Daze? But if this gets Wastelanded, it feels real bad. I think I'll play into Daze. So I could have the Ancient Tomb next turn. Oh, if this bait's a force, well, yeah, and that's something else too. If they actually are somehow the unluckiest Delver player ever and don't have days. Because if we get the Resolve Smokestack, this is a really fast clock, but if we resolve Smokestack and then like Tangle Wire, we're in pretty good shape. The Ancient Tomb is going to deal us some damage, but so let's just see. I can always Metamorph the Delver, you know, which is would cost me. It would be fucking hella painful because I don't have Mox Diamond, but jeez. Oh man. No, I believe it copies the insectile aberration, but it doesn't have a backside. Is my remembering of the rule because you're copying what's on the field. So I know resolving spells versus Delver. Like I don't even like force. Like I knew about force. Something was gonna get forced anyway. So like, but jamming into days is always the question. And it's like you always have to make them have it. And it's like I hate when people say just play around days. It's like yeah, as I get like hit for 3 and bolted, you know. It's like what? Just play around it. It's like well, if I wait a turn, I die. It's like okay, all right, 2 minute brainstorm, sure. Bro, but if they want, like, it's fine if they want to play these matches, but why don't they play Stax then? That's my question. Ooh, Inventor Surge hot. Are their last 2 cards like Force Blue card? Um, so I am not gonna Wasteland here. I want to see if they play a land. Oh, hang on 1 second. Okay, okay. Dave, you good? All right, we're back. So now we have to Wasteland them so that they don't get to attack. All right, they tap 3. So we tap 2. Go 1, 2. Okay. Oh my god. This blast zone. Oh my god, blast zone. How I love you. Jesus Christ. And this taps down their land the last time. Crucible Worlds. Bring back blast zone. We do need one more artifact to gain a life next turn. The question, I think we just play Smokestack. Oh, so I'll get the liquid metal coating. Uh, sure. Oh man, that blast zone was pretty insane. And Inventor's Fair is going to start gaining us life. So, and they can't haste us right now. They could bolt Karn. Oh, they have that whatever thing that people play. All right, so we put Inventor's Fair on top. We go like this. Oh, the question is, do I want to pop? No, I don't. So we go to 5. Ravages of War. That's funny. Uh, so we get back Wasteland. Just Wasteland them. And I don't think I want to do anything that puts me in bolt range. I could play Tangle Wire. Let's do that. Just because we have 3 things to tap, and then Inventor's Fair will start drawing cards. Or gaining life, rather. Now, if they daze this, I'm just going to let it go. Yeah. So we let this go, right? I'll just say sure. Because they always have days, so. We're just in an awkward position that, with our life total. A little precarious. The only thing I'm worried about is this dragon. Like, we would still just lose to this fucking dragon. They didn't shuffle, so that's terrifying. City is a good draw. Tabernacle would have been good too. Do I want to Ravages of War is the question. See, I put land. It's tough. Or do I just want to play Smokestack? Trying to think how I beat that Flying Dragon, though. It's really the only card I'm concerned about. Yeah. They had this fucking main deck Unholy Heat. Brutal. I'm trying to think if there's any way I could play around Dragon. I could put a Smokestack into play and then like Metamorph the Dragon. That also puts me to 3. I just need one more artifact for this to start gaining life also. Do we run an Armageddon here? No, I think I want a Smokestack. Okay, that's going to be our plan. We cast Smokestack. No, you can't because this gets placed on the stack at upkeep. So during upkeep, like you'd have to do it like during your untap step or something. If they daze this, I'm almost not even upset. Oh, they forced it. Okay. And let's see if they have. No, they didn't have. Wow, they kept something that wasn't the best thing, so that's good for us. And the question is also, do I want to leave up Blast Zone for a dashed Ragavan? You know, that's like a real question. Um, they didn't shuffle again. Basic Island is frustrating. So I'm gonna play Ravages of War here. The question is if I want to play a land first. To play around Daze or Spell Pierce? I think I do. Maybe it wasn't worth playing around days, but I don't know. Again, they need to have like Ragavan here. They don't. That's good for us. Tanglewire is excellent. Um, so I'm gonna get back Blast Zone. Or we can get back City of Traders and play Tanglewire. We have some options here. Um, get back Inventor's Fair. I think we want to get back Blast Zone and then pass. Dragon Rage Channeler, sure, don't care about that. This mountain is definitely gonna be something. They'll get the Surveil, but I think I have to let them untap. Because just, again, dash Ragavan. I don't think they have Bolt, because they probably would have done it then. I think we just run back. Armageddon. Get rid of the mountain. That's a good play. So I've gotten rid of Island, Island, Mountain, Volcanic, Volcanic. So they probably have one or two more Volcanics left. Wow. Got that one. That's tough. That's a real. Wow. Getting against a turn one flip Delver is something I did not think. The Blast Zone is 100% what saved us. That's why you always build a Blast Zone. Yeah, build it with Blast Zone. So I'm going to bring in Thonot Seers and Mages of the Tabernacle. Again, just more ways to tax them. And Mages stacks with Tabernacle, which is just so sick. Think we can trim on Smokestacks. I was gonna say maybe we cut Ravages of War. It was good then, but I think we need to go down in our 4-drop slot. Again, the only concern I have is the Dragon. Dragon's the only card that matters. We can also cut Karns. Karn is very slow. Bring in like Ballista and Thorn. Yeah, I really don't want Thorn. Maybe Ensnaring Bridge, because the Dragon's gonna be real big. They probably were bringing like Meltdown, right? Man, it's a tough one. This is a tough matchup. Definitely a tough matchup. Metamorph paying life maybe is too risky. I could see that. Let's try this. Crazy that Ravages of War and Armageddon are what won it for us. Keep. Hand looks solid. Mm. Oh man, 4 mana cards against fucking Delver though. I do hate getting dazed. At least we have lands. At least we have lands. That was a tough one. It really was. But MVP right here, right off the top. And also Tanglewire was just insane, right? Tanglewire tap down. What, 2 creatures and 2 lands, and then 2 creatures and a land after I wastelanded them, and then I top deck Blast Zone. So Tangle Wire, like, also just nuts. It's like so innocuous. Like, just tap your stuff, don't worry about it, and then get them. Opponent lost connection. God, what a pile. What a fucking pile. I would love the 5-0 with this. It'd be hilarious. And we're back. Alright. I think I don't know how good Monkey is versus us. I mean, it makes treasures, which is obviously good. That's pretty good. Oh, there's your answer to Monkey, huh? I think I have to. I think I'm just gonna play this to start. Force of Will, blind flip, fucking Delver, Force of Will again. That sounds pretty typical. Mm. The question is, do I want to make a construct? I think I just want to get this down. Like, he has force, but if it goes into days, it is what it is. Just look at Pithing Needle or Thopter Foundry. That is just getting abraded, is what it feels like. Sure. So no matter what we did, it would have, but this just wouldn't have cost us a resource. And they're gonna waste it? Sure. Attack for 3. Stop all future wastelands. I guess this messes with my Blast Zone, right? This makes Blast Zone pretty bad. That's silly. True name? Court of Cunning. Huh. This seems so bad. They didn't force this? Why wouldn't you force this? It's a 2/6. Unless they didn't have a blue card? Oh, they have Unholy Heat? That deals 6, right? But they only have 3 types? No, none of that. Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna pay 1, yes. Hmm. And now we could just play this. We could play this for 1. This is an interesting position. If they have bolts, I'm dead, right? So let's play this on 1, I guess. Sure. So we got the Monarch. So they're not gonna mill me out. So they're definitely going for the damage win. Chalice on 1 is not going to do anything. Each player mills 2 cards. Any number of players. Okay. See, do they just have Bolt Bolt? Bolt Bolt? I'm dead. Meltdown? Yeah. Getting rid of my Mox Diamond is pretty insane there. There's the Unholy Heat. Knew it. Still the reason they would have kept. Yep. I got that one. Yeah, turn 1 blind flip Delver. This card makes, like, I get it's good against me. I just don't understand the card in general. Like, what is typically good against? I'm actually gonna cut a Thorn because their turn 1 plays are like, if they're not creatures, I'm not too scared. So yeah, so bringing Spyglass to try to maybe name Wasteland on turn 1. It's gonna be a tough one. At least we're on the play. That's good. It's pretty good. Now this game, I think I'm gonna go with the constructs. The current constructs. Hmm. The only thing is, if they have Meltdown, I'm gonna get so fucking blown out. Huh. So now I'm letting that. I am. They daze this, so we look pretty smart. No. So they're attacking. And they're just gonna Unholy Heat this. It's like it's like non-stop this fucking card. Exactly this card. Hmm. Oh, that's a good one. I don't think I'm gonna make a construct. So I'm gonna get Mox Diamond actually. Um. Wasteland. Donuts here. Oh, I could have played this, I guess. Magus would have killed this, but they're probably forcing, right? Like they always have force. My opponent will fall from comp if they don't have force. Yeah, of course. Impossible not to have it. Double force, yep. And they left on top. I wonder what that is. Wasteland. The only card that fucking matters. Holy shit. And we're gonna lose now. We're actually gonna lose with our 30 land deck. It's crazy that these decks with 18 lands have more consistent fucking lands than me. It's absolutely fucking painful. Oh man, like all I wanted, like, just so sick. Oh man, no force, yeah. They always have it though, right? Like they had double force. Null rod, like just they always have like the literal nuts. It's just so fucking comical. Like at any time if they didn't have a counterspell, we just win. And this card's not even good, really, right? It literally only hits these two cards in our deck. It actually doesn't hit any other card. I run two Mox Diamonds, one's in the graveyard, and I run one Ritual Fitter. It doesn't do anything else, and people bring it in, and then just like the one time it matters. Uh, that's really funny. It's more sad than funny. Like, yeah, just hitting a triple wasteland in 20 cards makes sense. Yeah, wow, just technically, I mean, technically we're not dead, but we're fucking dead. Because they obviously have Bolt, right? 20 cards. 20 cards, we're dead. Walking Blister. Alright, so there's three cards. They hit three cards in my deck. I guess it's worth bringing in for three cards. Oh man. They're gonna attack, and I'm gonna like top deck. They're just gonna bolt me. Okay. Not shuffle. Tell me they they take that long and have bolt. Ponder for fucking. All right. So Tanglewire doesn't even do it now. Sure. Yeah. Like City, actually, because they did that, City of Traders. No, because they could tap this. Yeah. No, just got. Like I said, I think we got Delvered right. They needed to have like Unholy Heat into the Force, into Wasteland, and they did. So, like again, and you can go back and look at decisions, but it didn't matter, right? Like they just had double Force Will, so like I don't think any decision this game mattered. If like at the junction where we were to play a meaningful spell, they just had Force of Wills, like then like every other decision was made for us, right? Like they just drew, they top decked Wasteland and then top like so yeah. So overall, I don't think it was misplayed at all. Just one, it's a bad matchup, and then we drew badly. So actually, we didn't draw badly. Our opponent just drew better. That's a better way to say it. We did not draw as well. So which happens. Good old variance. We got a game. We got game one, which is surprising. Um, and then yeah, just yeah, no like if you look at Null Rod versus deck, it makes no sense. These are the four cards you hit. Meltdown makes sense because you're gonna destroy all this stuff. Like I get Meltdown, but like Null Rod makes no sense. Like the games we won, we didn't win. Like we didn't activate any abilities. We just won. Like we didn't cast a spell with an activated ability. We just played Blast Zone and Crucible and Smokestack. But so it's just funny how people miss board. Like it's not like Mud, where like you shut down the whole deck. I don't even have Grim Monoliths. Like the thing is, it's not like I demonstrated like I had a lot of things. Like you can argue I have like four Mox Diamonds. Like is Null Rod really better than like a card in Delver? It's hard to believe. Like Delver has so many good cards. So let me say, yeah, because I even played the Mox Diamond into Daze. Like they dazed the Mox Diamond, which was like so good for us because they would have dazed like a 4 drop that we tapped out for, and just yep. Yeah, I mean it doesn't stop. There's a saga. Like I don't know, just confusing. Maybe they think it's worth it. I don't know. Maybe there's that many bad cards. I just thought Delver. Delver seems so like finely tuned that I find it hard to believe like it's worth bringing something in like that. Unholy Heat is, I guess it hits Karn, but I side out Karn. I mean, they don't know I side out Karn. Maybe I don't know. Like, and they're bringing like 1 drops and like they're siding in 1 drops versus a Chalice deck, which is something that's a little weird. So anyway, it worked for them. So who am I to say? Yeah, my Springleaf drum got it. Well, anyway, thanks for the how many people we got? Oh, we got like 6, 7 people here. Hope you all having a good Monday night. Good start to your week. Glad you're hanging out, watching some stacks. Like I said, hopefully we can get. I'll probably just play one more. How long have I been on? I don't even know where my timer is. Right here. An hour and a half for fucking 2 matches. Holy shit. When I was playing Mud, like I'd be done with the whole league. The thing is, like, it's just I'm not even playing solely. Like my opponents are double the time of me every time. Martyr. They're playing a modern league. Being on the draw is also just a huge punt. Like that's something I need to work on. Is just winning die rolls. That's a weird hand. It looks like you can have a bunch of lodestone golems. I'll keep it and just hope that Tabernacle has text. Doesn't look like it does. Like hope Tabernacle has text. Storm. Oh no. Do I just go Tabernacle or Pith Needle Wasteland? I think I'll go Pith Needle Wasteland after drawing this land. Hopefully they don't have another land and play another creature. Never. Come on. And they put a card on top. This is rude. Super rude. It slows us down by a hair. But yeah, like cards like Monkey aren't that good against this deck, which is like one nice thing about it. Like they don't want to cast the things that they hit. Brainstorm, just in case there's a creature on top. So many decisions, and they could set it up so a creature was on top, but they didn't. They knew that card from Brainstorm. Interesting. And they shuffled. I could pay 4 life to put a to get a Dragon Rage Channeler into play. This is Bolt trying to mill a creature. Sure, just weird sequencing. Of course they fucking get it too. It's so frustrating. They were just dead. Just dead. No, I mean I could draw. I guess like I technically have outs, but it's just like a frustrating one. It's like not worth playing. Yeah, yeah. I mean Delver's so weird. Like I don't know. It just is like I didn't face it for like 3 leagues, and then I just faced it like all in a row. Like I definitely think it's probably like still the best deck in the format. Like with Delver being the worst creature. Like this card, like these cards are so much scarier. This, I mean, not against me particularly, but I guess Ragavan is just annoying for like Tanglewire making treasures. And they hit Bolt. Why wouldn't you hit another Bolt? Sure. And you tapped your mana incorrectly. Cool. Good shit. Um. Now Tanglewire doesn't do it, so I don't even think it's worth playing anything. I'm just gonna concede. I don't even know what monkeys are going for on paper. What are they? Are they like on Moto, like $100 each? I remember Allosaurus Shepherd was like crazy money. Um, it's so ridiculous. So we're gonna cut Karns. Cut Metamorphs again because I couldn't pay life. Smokestack is too slow. Just bring in like this. Try this. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I'm not in love. I'll go turn 1 Saga Foundry, turn 2 make some guys, turn 3 make some guys. I can get Mox Diamond to pitch this, so. Well, they F6. They kept the hand without Force of Will versus me. Wow, that's a line. Of course, they have Wasteland. It's impossible not to have Wasteland. Have to play City, which feels so bad. Like God, if I just had like so many things. Sure. I'm ready for meltdown. X is 1. Concede. Yeah, they were F6. That's the only reason I did that. Wow, look at that hand. So you're gonna ponder. It's quite a hand. Next turn we can 8 them, which is nice. So. Sure. All right. Their hand is Brainstorm, Brainstorm, Bolt Unknown. Sure. So I'm gonna make a 1/1, and you're gonna bolt it. Which is fine. Yeah, like you're bolting that, sure. So you can play my Chalice of the Void. They play Chalice on 0 just to surveil. That's good line, good line. And then Ponder. Okay. Getting rid of a Force of Will to play to the board. Makes sense. Hang on. Thank you for telling me I'm muted. Sorry about that. Ah, yes. Force of Will. Another Wasteland. God, you're good at Magic. Holy shit. Wasteland, Wasteland, Days Force. We'd never had a chance. We'd never had a chance. Again, like so many games of Magic come down to this, right? Where you don't make any decisions at all. So, especially when you're not playing blue. But sometimes your opponent just has the god hand. Bolt me or brainstorm, sure. But anyway, I was just saying, if you haven't followed the stream, feel free to follow the stream. See when I go live. I play mostly non-blue decks, but I'll play a blue deck, every once in a while if it looks interesting. Um, yeah, but this is gonna be my last gun because this went forever, and they're gonna waste on me again. Show me that third one. But yeah, this was an hour and a half, so it went pretty long. God, it's kind of insane, right? Four drop, four drop, four drop, four drop, four drop. Like that's like we sided like all them out. Sided like all that's out. And we have this and like yeah, so we have 11 four drops and 29 lands. Just drawing this. They have Force of Will. I'm trying to think if it's worth if there's any reason to play. I mean, I'll do. I'll play another Chalice on one and pass. Like I'm trying to think of what two cards I could draw. Um, a Tanglewire, I guess technically would delay it, right? And I could tap Tanglewire, Chalice, Tabernacle. So, um, I technically have outs. Depending, I mean, who knows that they could just have like all forces and blue cards. So, I have to draw like they forced that. Oh, and then they're gonna abrade this and bolt me like twice. Yeah, sure, of course. All right. So you use the one force. Land and land and Dragon Rage. Sure, that's reasonable. Easiest game ever. Yeah, we draw the Mox Diamond with no lands. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, no, just I mean it's a bad matchup, but we drew pretty badly both times we faced it. Yeah, you get turn one Delver, Days Witch, Double Sun. What are you gonna do? All right, but that's pretty much it. But honestly, it's like this deck isn't getting blown out, which feels pretty nice. I just wish that we faced like a combo deck. Faced like Storm, Weir, Spheres, and Chalices. But anyway, that's it. That's it for me. I was like, why does it say 68 cards? Because like the cards from the sideboard I dragged over. All right, everyone have a good night. I'll probably be playing later this week potentially. Maybe the weekend. Just some more. If I think of anything else, God, frustrating losses. We will. I'll try some stuff out though. I'll probably finish this league on my own and then maybe tweak it for the next stream. So, have a good night. Take care. Follow stream if you didn't already. Subscribe if you didn't use your Prime. Take care, Matt. Nice to see you as always. Um, and yeah, so catch you all later.